Thank you so much for joining us for CBN News Watch. I'm Ephraim Graham. The early word on President Donald Trump's executive order on religious freedom is it doesn't go far enough. Many Christians want a full repeal of the Johnson Amendment to prevent the IRS from going after nonprofit organizations or churches. CBN's Washington correspondent Eric Rosales has this story.
For the Johnson Amendment to go away, Congress will need to make it happen.
So you believe it is an unconstitutional code?
Absolutely, it's an unconstitutional code.
The 1954 amendment was the brainchild of then Senator Lyndon Johnson. It prohibits registered 501c3 organizations, which include many churches and nonprofits, from participating in political campaigns and endorsing candidates at the risk of losing their tax-exempt status. Critics say the measure's true power takes away free speech, a gag rule of sorts.
The IRS used the Johnson Amendment as a gateway to attack our organization and then collude with other agencies to keep us silent for about 3 years.
Catherine Engelbright runs True the Vote, which encourages people to get involved in elections. She says since it went nonprofit, she was targeted by the IRS and other agencies.
They came after us with the IRS, with FBI, with OSHA, with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, all asking questions about our public and private life while asking for all the tweets I'd tweeted, all the Facebook postings I'd ever posted, all of the written speeches that I was to give, had given since the inception of the organization, and what I was to give for the next 2 years.
A belief shared by Family Research Council.
Pastors and churches should be able to speak about whatever the tenets of their faith, direct them to speak about. And the government shouldn't be paternally trying to protect churches from being divisive. Rather, the government should stay out of the church's affairs.
Supporters, however, argue it protects religious freedom the way it is and keeps transparency in the country's campaign financing system.
Well, one of the other witnesses today talked about the $1 trillion of efforts that these groups, that nonprofits do here. That's a huge amount of money that passes through this. To begin to see that money directed to political campaigns would be a disaster for campaign finance reform, and particularly given through churches, because the churches, the religious houses of worship, do not have to report who their donors are.
Given presidential backing and a total GOP control of Congress, the Johnson Amendment days could be numbered. If it does get repealed or replaced, it would be historic. Reporting from Washington, D.C., Eric Rosales, CBN News.